When last we left off, we had everyone encounter a few new situations. For one matter, a few of you decided to go and I wouldn't say make things better. As taking down one of the entities of the house, well, specifically the patriarch of the household of Bishop, you managed to usurp your father and your older brother, younger brother. I always think he's older. However, that is not to say without consequences. In doing so, you also more or less gave all you have to, let's say, your patron. In doing so, you're not exactly sure what she now harbors, but you have a very, very sneaking suspicion. Afterwards,
Yeah.
everyone decided to go and split off upon their own mechanisms. Zen and the rest of her gang decided to go shopping, which was two other NPCs that may or may not be brought up again. It honestly depends on what you guys decide to do. But currently, speaking with those two NPCs, one of them holds refuge of a. I wouldn't know what to call it because it's mixed with a bar, but let's just call it an orphanage/bar. So the team decided to go there in order to find out more information on what apparently appears to be missing individuals, but no one seems to really bother to look for them. Some people have bothered to, but not so much in number that it is really an effort on the city's watch or part whatsoever. Others decided to go deal with family matters, and others still decided to go join a cult or a church. Depending on how things are, it could be one and the same.
I'm joining a cult and I'm gonna do some cult things.
Besides that, none of you have yet to go and visit the capital castle. None of you have bothered to go and visit the Night Guard Tower. Uh, duh, duh, duh. Those are the things you can do. Castles are overrated. But none of you have bothered to.
Well, I have to now.
Well, there's madness to attend to, yes. Alright. Let's see here. I'll just roll a d20. Not a d20. There's four of you. Roll a d4.
D4.
3. 1, 2, 3. Rayshana, and because Morthos is there, so Morthos. As you enter inside of this area, you figured out a few things. One, there are apparently, the orphans that usually grow up and manage to find work with other family members. Well, not family members, but royals. Become hunters, which are basically cannon fodder for anything they decide to do. Currently, some of them. Hello?
Thank you.
Oh, background noise. Okay. Basically, you guys decided to figure that out. Apparently, there's another thing going on. More or less. There seems to be another group adjacent to yours inside of their own private room, but you really didn't get a good number of what they were saying. Just a few words here and there that were scattered. Peep is currently hugging the children, but he also might be eating them. He kind of does the same thing with food, but that gets consumed. You do know that there are some missing people that have yet to be found, and you do know that there's a canal system that some of the people have gone missing from. Other than that, you have a few bits of notes here and there, but nothing too ornate that you could probably track someone specifically unless you spoke with someone specific. You would probably need someone with greater knowledge of the current events in the city for that.
He's only fat because Iris fed him so much. Like the entire kitchen.
That, and he also leveled up.
Anyway. Uh, hey Ray, quick question.
Yes?
Do you have the sending spell
Send
ready?
it?
Yeah. I want to contact someone.
Yes, I have it prepared.
Uh, would you be able to contact Rusty for me?
Yes, I can do that. What would you like me to tell him?
I can't remember the Drow boy's name.
The Drow boy, I believe, was not relevant. I think I gave him an. Oh wait, in my notes I don't have anything listed on here, so he was just a info dump individual. Make up a name if you'd like, or I'll give you a terrible name. I name him now.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay. You know him as, I think it was just Thomas.
Okay. So I want you to try and contact Rusty because I noticed Thomas there, the Drow boy, or the half Drow. He is carving daggers, but the craftsmanship is really high, and I think, you know, that would be something good. See if Rusty may be interested in taking on an apprentice.
Ray, do you do so? Hello.
Okay. Give me a moment to figure out what to tell him exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. While that's going on, you can still tell that the children are still mucking about. The individuals in the other room are still having their own conversation, but you're more or less too far away to actually hear what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't have that ridiculously high passive perception like certain people.
Or the lip reading feat. But that's about it. You do see from time to time they still get supplies. Well, not supplies, but items brought to them and then switched out for empty plates. Okay. Sending message for Rusty. Hello, it's Ray. We found a drow boy that's good at carving daggers. Want us to send him to you as an apprentice. Huh. Star, would Rusty take apprentices?
I know he stepped away for a moment.
Oh, I thought it was a while ago.
Yeah.
I'll just roll something then.
The cat's got him.
14, 16, and 16. Okay. Basically, Ray tries to convince Rusty to take on an apprentice. He's not really feeling up to it, but he'll see what he's capable of. So the basic message he replies with is, I'll see what he's useful at, and I'll determine once that is determined. So basically, yes, but unpaid intern currently.
Okay, I'll pass it on to Morthos.
All right.
Okay. You now have that message.
I don't know if I really want to. I was going to talk to John, but I don't think he'd really be able to give me any more info at this point.
I mean, he might be able to give you separate info, but probably nothing to the disappearances.
Ray, did you have anywhere else you wanted to check or head to?
Well, I don't know how related it would be, if at all, but I did want to go by the magic school to ask about the issues with magic some people have been having.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the night captain, the guard tower or whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
while you head to the magic school.
All right. Where should we meet up later?
Should we just meet back at Q's home for the moment and go take our next step from there? I mean, I don't really know the city, so
We probably should have found an inn before wandering off, or at least discuss this with the rest of the group.
probably.
I mean, there's many things
Well,
you
they
could
were
have done.
all. Wasn't everyone around when the one lady gave us the directions to the orphanage?
Yeah.
So, why don't we just have everyone meet here? I
All
mean,
right.
it would probably just be a simpler spot, and then we can move about together as a group. So I'm gonna hit my bracelet to get a hold of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, so after you're done with what you're dealing with, meet back at the orphanage. Ray's headed to the magic school. I'm headed to the night captain.
Hmm.
You're just jealous because I got more money than you.
I mean, you do have more money. But everyone basically states, sure. Or they just simply don't respond, but they are aware.